Hello everyone, my name is the Chemist77 and welcome to episode 4 of Farming Minecraft. I'm over here in the spawn chunks and I'm currently live on stream at the minute. So if you want to come catch me on stream every Saturday, 11 till 3ish. That's GMT time zone. And what we've been up to today is a bit of terraforming for our project today, which is a very special type of trading hall. So you can see here, I've been doing a little bit of work on and off stream, mainly terraforming this round here and this little bit here. And yeah, like I said, this is going to be a trading hall. So if I turn our schematic rendering on from Lightmatica, you can see this is what it's going to look like. And I've just finished gathering up all the resources we need. They're all in here. And yeah, so I think we're going to start today's episode off with a time lapse. And yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say about it. So yeah, let's crack on. Yeah, I think that's it. We can check that's it. And yeah, it is quite a low ceiling in here, but I kind of like it. Makes it feel cozy. Of course, it's raining. So okay, he's been sent through. Here he is. Okay. Okay, he's been sent through there. Actually, he'll be in the spawn trunks when he comes. I'm sure that'll work. And then he should. Because these levers are basically powering the activator out. Alrighty, it works. 1 down, 73 more to go. And that took me an absolute eternity to get all of these villagers in. I believe there's 74 villagers in here. And you will notice down in the back here we have some zombies. And that is so we can zombify and cure the villagers. However, I won't share that now because none of these villagers have been traded with. Means, and if I get too far away they will despawn. And that ties in to the function of this villager trading hall because, well, obviously it's a trading hall, but it's also what's known as a mob switch. Now, a mob switch in Minecraft is a machine, I guess you could call it, that will essentially turn off mob spawning for usually hostile mobs. And it is hostile mobs in this case. To make a mob switch, or to understand how mob switch works, you need to know about the mob cap. And that is basically to help performance. A Minecraft world will limit the number of types of mobs. And for hostile mobs, that number is 70. So the Minecraft world will never, or at least incredibly rarely, have more than 70 hostile mobs at a time. Now, there are certain things you can do to remove mobs from the mob cap. So for example, name tagging a mob like we have in the iron farm. Yes, it will stop it from despawning, but it also removes it from the mob cap. Similarly, if you can get a mob to pick up an item, like I have with all these zombies here, like this one, I've got them to pick up a torch, that also stops them from despawning, but it also removes them from the mob cap. And there are actually very few hostile mobs that will count towards the mob cap and not despawn, and that's what you need for a mob switch. So, for example, withers. You could technically build a mob switch with withers, however, of course, you need all the wither skulls to get at least 70 withers in a location. Elder Guardians as well, that you find in ocean temples. I can't reach that rail. They are also count towards the hostile mob cap but don't despawn. But then you have to raid however many ocean monuments to build a mob switch. Wardens. You can make a mob switch using wardens, and actually that's not too difficult. Again, though, it's just incredibly dangerous. And shulkers are also... they don't despawn but count towards the hostile mob cap. That's actually known as persistent if they don't despawn. The last mob that will not despawn but does count towards the mob cap is a zombie villager that has been traded with. And that is why I've built this trading hall, and that's why there's 74 or however many extraordinary number of villagers here. Because what I can do is once I've traded with all these villagers, I can zombify them. And because we're in the spawn chunks here, next to my iron farm, again, if I press my hotkey, you can see we're in our entity loading box. I can go anywhere in the world, and all of these villagers here will be loaded. Which means once they're zombified, all the zombie villagers will be loaded, which means the game is loading, or is going to be loading, 74 zombie villagers that count towards the mob cap, which means it physically won't spawn any hostile mobs anywhere else in the world. I don't think it works in the nether though. I think it will still spawn mobs in the nether. I've yet to try that out. Because I think you have to build a separate mob switch in the nether, which is possible, because while there are no spawn chunks in the nether, you can do chunk loading things with nether portals, which I will get onto in an episode in the future, should I decide to build a nether mob switch. And so yeah, that is the purpose of this trading hall. Because these mobs are loaded, I can't remember if I've said, I've got these magma blocks here. These actually stop the villagers pathfinding from pathfinding out, so once we have a workstation here as well. I have, however, whilst I technically could get rid of these glass blocks and they'd stay there, I have actually put these glass blocks in because sometimes the villagers can see the zombies that are down here, and then their panicking mechanic will cause them to, like, run onto the magma block slightly, and once they get onto the magma block, then they can pathfind, like, out elsewhere, and they take damage. I've just put these glass blocks here just to keep them a bit safer, make sure they definitely don't go onto the magma blocks. Anyway, all I've got to do now, and I say all I've got to do now, but I've got to trade with these villagers, and the first thing I want to do is get every single max enchant book. And yes, I do have some librarians over at spawn, but I'm just going to keep those over there for the time being. But before I move on to the next villagers, I want to get them maxed out. So all of them expert villagers, because of course you can have multiple enchanted books per villager, and I want to minimize the chance that I have duplicates, so I have extra villagers for other professions like stonemasons and clerics, and particularly the smithing villagers that I can trade loads of iron with. So yeah, what will be a jump cut or probably a slow fading for you guys is probably going to be another multiple hours of work for me. Fortunately, as I've been getting these villagers in, I've actually been trading loads of iron with my villager back at base, so I have about a stack and a half of emerald blocks. And obviously, as I go through with these guys, I'll be able to keep trading more and more stuff. So, yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the other side. Okay. That took a long time to do, but we have finally made it. I've got every single max level enchant in all of these librarians up here. Even the useless ones like Bane of Arthropods 5. But yeah, and then we've got some toolsmiths, so we can get diamond tools, some armorers, which will all sell full sets of diamond armor, I think. Which one is it? Is it... Nope. Is it this dude? Yeah, look at those leggings. Projectile protection 4 and unbreaking 3. Very nice stuff. And then we've got some weaponsmiths over here. And almost all of these villagers are max level. The farmers aren't quite there yet. Need to work on upgrading those. And a couple of the clerics and the fletchers down here. But they are all in. And that took a very long time. I'm going to leave it there for this episode. It's quite short, but mainly due to the fact that it's just been a lot of work that's not really worth putting into the video that's been edited down. Don't forget there's also the build, the non-time lapse of the build of this over on Twitch. And yeah, next episode I would like to be able to get to the point of zombifying and curing these people. So might live stream off to the Mesa on Saturday to get a load of gold. And yeah, we'll be into the nether getting blaze rods and fun things like that. We can also get to the end soon, because not that one. We've got some ender pearls and lots of redstone. It's going to be good. But probably won't be for another couple episodes before we go to the end. The other thing I want to do next week, if I've got time, is build a mob farm so we can get gunpowder from creepers. Probably won't be a general mob farm, probably just creepers and spiders. And yeah, but once we've done that, we can go to the end, get elytra, and things will really start moving forward. Yeah, I'll leave it there for today. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.